Hi Aquarius, my beautiful family. You guys, I have a message for you. You guys, I wanted to do this reading the day after the full moon, but the day after the full moon, I had a huge breakdown. Yep, the full moon doozy. But the purpose of it, right, was for us to release some stuff, right? Release, like an emotional purge that's prepared, that was meant to happen to prepare us to make way, to clear the way for incoming change, okay? That we've been getting the messages from Spirit that we have this change that's been coming in for us for a while, but we had to make emotional room for it, right? Energetic space. So I had a big breakdown. I started working on my you guys know, if you guys have been with me for a while and you guys have been on the journey together with me, the healing journey, the spiritual journey. As I always say, together we heal, together we walk each other home. We're on this journey together, right? So you guys are on this journey with me. You guys know that I work on each one of my chakras. I spend, a couple days on each chakra, then I move up to the next, and I've been doing this for years now. And I started working on my sacral. I moved up from root. In the last reading I did, I talked about how I was going to spend a few days on root, and I moved up to my sacral, which is the chakra of emotions. It's also where we carry our traumas. And the water element chakra, right? And considering this full moon was in Cancer, it was just a really appropriate time to move up and work on these, on the chakra of your emotions. So I released I was looking at the moon, I was outside, and I released some things to the moon. I set some intentions as well. The following day, I was meant to do this reading, the full moon reading, which is, now it's like post full moon reading, but I feel like we're still in this energy, so I'm just going to label this reading as full moon and post full moon reading. And I had a breakdown. What does that look like? That looks like me crying all day, all night, feeling like extreme levels of pain in my heart chakra, unable to stop crying. Of course, I did a lot of self-care that day. I had support from my friend and my daughter, and a lot of emotions, okay? I guess these emotions were stuck or suppressed in my sacral. A lot of stuff came up to the surface, okay? A lot of abandonment stuff from childhood stuff and ongoing, right? And I of course, I prayed. I meditated a lot that day. I asked for answers. I asked for help from, Spirit, the angels. And the next day, which was yesterday, I got the breakthrough. Huge breakthrough, you guys. Huge breakthrough. And I wanted to share it with you guys because I feel, and I posted it on Instagram, so if you guys have, follow me there. I posted about the breakdown and the breakthrough. I posted, kind of sort of what was revealed to me. I'm still getting downloads and breakthroughs. But this, interesting enough, this breakdown that led to the breakthrough also, it's like after I feel inspired and motivated and relief because I unveiled and it was revealed to me a huge blockage. I've been working for 5 years on a lot of the woundings and a lot of other things, okay, that I put my focus, intention, and attention on. And this is something that didn't even occur to me. I thought it was included in the reading, not the readings. I'm sorry. I thought it was included in the healing work and that I've been doing all of this time. Thought it was a part of it, but it turns out that I need to put my intention and attention on this specific thing And that needs to be my focus. It was from a trigger that I received, a very powerful, huge trigger that, created, it was a tower moment. It created a ripple effect that brought in the sun and the sword and the ace of swords, a huge clarity. I want to actually see if you guys are experiencing kind of the same thing. But if not, I hope that this reading gives you that ace of swords, that sun, that clarity that I got. Because it has everything to do with love. Okay? Love. You know that we have been manifesting love together on this journey, getting to that place, right, with our healing work for a long time, aligning with the vibration of love, becoming love. A lot of us feel like we're ready for it, and we have been putting ourselves back out there again for it, to attract in new love after. So I'm keep getting one revelation, one breakthrough after another, which is wonderful, right? Because that's what we want. It's freedom, and what was revealed to me was the reason why. I'm going to say we, because collectively, right? If you don't resonate with this message, then stick around and see what else comes through, or check back next time, or check the other readings, check your other placements. I'm still going to post the January readings for all the signs as well. But what was revealed was, if you have always or continue to attract people in that are emotionally unavailable, and that has the tendency to be in and out of your life, and that ghosts you, right? This, what they're mirroring, reflecting back to you, is your own abandonment woundings that still needs to be healed. That is a block right now to you attracting in, because there's a huge thing about somebody mirroring back to you. You're attracting in people that also has the same woundings, their own abandonment woundings. They ghost, they leave before they are rejected. They leave before they get hurt, right? So they have so the frequency you're putting out, you're going into it somewhat expecting it without being conscious of it. It's a frequency, it's a vibration. There's insecurities, there's fears, right? And it's like every single time the person you're talking to or you're interested in, this in and out situation, or you attract people in that you really like, but then it ends up not going anywhere, but there's a connection there, so it's like confusing to you. Whatever trigger that is that's coming up for you, what they're revealing, their purpose. Sometimes a person's purpose is to come into your life for 5 minutes, just to give you this message, just to trigger you, because the triggers are messages of what still needs to be healed. And it was like something so deep got unlocked on the day after the full moon for me, regarding this subject about, the people that abandon us. How have we been abandoning ourselves? Have we addressed or done the guided meditations, the hypnosis, regarding to heal, specifically to put your intention and attention on healing your abandonment wounds, right? Or read books about abandonment wounds, or sought out therapy or counseling or any other spiritual teacher, healer, therapist, counselor regarding healing your abandonment wounds, right? Have you, has it even occurred to you that you have abandonment woundings? Because we keep attracting, if we're attracting in emotionally unavailable people, what's being mirrored to us is that we're also emotionally unavailable, right? We're already expecting this to happen because that's all that we know. That's all that we're used to, because we seem to be attracting these people in, which is why we're still single, right? For however long that is for you, okay? So it's either you get abandoned or you abandon them, right? Either you ghost them or they ghost you, or you reject them, or you keep them at an arm's length, or you don't let people get close to you, or you're attracting people in that that never been in love, or they don't let people get close to them. And if they feel an intense, strong connection, the possibility of getting hurt is very high, so they dip, right? Pay attention to the red flags, especially if you're dating again, because they'll reveal to you. They'll reveal to you stuff about their childhood. They'll reveal to you stuff about their past relationships. They'll reveal to you, you know, where they are when it comes to love, where they stand, what they believe in. Have they ever been in love? You know, red flags, right? That are alerting you whether or not this person is open or not. You know, are you really open? It's time to ask those questions. So I want to do a reading. Full moon. We're still in this energy. Things are still being revealed. Every single full moon. Look at that. Unfinished business. Always, right? People that leave tabs open. People that leave situations open-ended without giving people closure. You know what's interesting? People don't take people's emotions into consideration, right? Nowadays. They don't realize that when, I looked this up, that's what I'm looking for it right now on my phone. People don't realize that when they ghost somebody, yeah, there's this whole karma thing, you know, cause and effect, you get what you put out, all of that, right? But what people don't understand is that, and that's probably their purpose, is to trigger this so that you can awaken, get that clarity, right? As to why haven't you been able to attract a safe partner in that's steady and stable and secure, that you can rely on, that you can depend on, that's going to accept you 100% for who you are. Because remember, we talked about in the New Year's Eve live that we're attracting an unconditional love. Also in the January reading, we talked about how January was going to be a shadow work month, right? And also in the New Year's Eve live reading, we talked about how this year was going to be a lot of heart healing, right? So we can open up to love. So I've been doing some research about ghosting. I'm looking for books and about, you know, abandonment, woundings, and things like that. I'm doing some research about ghosting. And I'm finding some interesting things, you know. Why is ghosting? Why is it so confusing and hurtful when people ghost us? Because it unconsciously triggers memories of emotional neglect or fears of abandonment we haven't processed. It activates our childhood attachment wounds with not being seen or heard. These repressed emotional experiences come back up to the conscious surface and feel so painful, regardless of how we feel about the other person. So, you know, ghosting another person, whether you're the ghoster or the person that gets ghosted, often, right? It hurts so much because it taps into our deepest fears of abandonment. We use it to confirm a pre-existing belief that we're not worthy or good enough. It subconsciously triggers memories of emotional neglect during childhood. It creates self-doubt, which can further damage our self-esteem. And it leaves us with a lack of closure. Unfinished business, right? People leaving tabs open. People leaving open-ended situations. You know, not taking other people's emotions into consideration. Cowards, right? Instead of just using terms like, which I looked up as well, things that you can say. Say this instead of ghosting. I loved getting to know you, but I don't feel a connection. Thank you for your time. It's like re-traumatizing people over and over again when you ghost, right? But again, these triggers sometimes are necessary. But a lot of people don't know how to really read into these triggers, right? And feel these triggers out and get the message of what this trigger is trying to say, of what needs to be healed. Unless you're very conscious, aware, awakened to, you're already on your healing journey, right? That's when it comes to you. Another thing you can say is, I have a lot going on in my life and I'm not able to prioritize our friendship and relationship. This isn't working for me anymore. I hope you can understand. I feel that my boundaries are unrespected in this relationship and I don't want to continue seeing you. I don't want any further contact with you because ... Please respect my decision. So, you know, hey, I had a nice time with you, but I don't feel a spark. Thanks for reaching out. I'm not interested in going on another date, but I appreciate our conversation. You really are wonderful, but I'm going to pursue other connections. I realize I'm not ready to date. Wishing you all the best. I have a lot going on in my life right now, and I know I'm not able to prioritize a relationship. Thank you for a nice date. I didn't feel a strong connection, so don't think it's right to go out again. You know, things that you can say instead of nothing at all, you know, especially if you did feel a connection with somebody, right? It really is important to take other people's emotions, because if you don't do that, what's happening is you're continuing the cycle, you're continuing the pattern. And not only that, eventually you will get back what you put out. So you will end up going out on a date with somebody that you really feel a strong soul chemistry type of connection with. And then this person won't, you know, this person will just leave you confused without any answers as to why they're not calling you or reaching out to you or coming back after you experience this really beautiful, you know, chemistry with, right? You always tend to get it back because there's a lesson here that needs to be learned. Okay, so huge revelation about my personal childhood abandonment woundings that's coming up to the surface right now, because I have been doing the healing work. So when we do the healing work, the things that we have repressed or suppressed or abandoned or rejected or hasn't really been clear to us as to whatever the blockage is, that when it comes to attracting in, you know, love, right? As if the past relationships didn't already mirror this back to you, you know. And when you that's what's important about putting yourself back out there. When you put yourself back out there, a friend of mine was telling me this yesterday. Had a visit from a friend of mine, and we spent the day together, which is why I'm doing this reading today and I didn't do it yesterday. And she said, when you put yourself out there, especially after a period of not dating for a long time and healing, expect to be triggered. Expect for, you know, people mirroring things back to you, reflecting things back to you, you know. That's why it is important to really put yourself out there again, right? And experiencing meeting new people, because every single person that the divine sends to you, the divine is sending these people to you for a reason, okay? Whatever that reason is, it's something will be revealed to you, okay? And the more you are conscious and aware of it, the more you can be grateful for the experience, be grateful for the lesson, right? And be grateful for the trigger, for the message, for the purpose, even if it's for 5 minutes, okay? So let's go. Let's see what this the main energy for this full moon, post full moon in Cancer here, okay? I'm going to do more readings, but I just right now want to see what else. I know that this was what was revealed for me, which now it's a relief. It's a huge relief, because now I can dedicate my. It inspired me and it motivated me in so many other areas of my life as well. It's like I feel stronger, more empowered, which comes every single time I have a breakdown. It's like that alchemy energy of turning that into purpose, into power, into strength, into motivation, right? So it's like clarity, Ace of Swords, the Sun. This is what we've been seeing. This is what the buildup has been about, right? So it's like if you pray and you're asking the angels and the spirit guides to reveal stuff to you and to clear the way and to clear the blockages, right? Expect for it to come. And expect for it to not feel comfortable when it does, you know? But it's like so important, you know? All right. So now that I know this, right, I can dedicate my time, energy, and effort into going full force, going all in into this specific thing that that I've been called heavily and strongly by the divine to put my focus and attention on. So, right? Huge breakthrough about what could potentially be the blockage. What's keeping me from putting myself out there? And what are my fears when I put asking the whys, asking the important questions, and then be open to receiving the answers in however way it's going to show up for you. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to connect with the energy, and let's get the message here for this. What does the full moon, the main energy for the full moon, and what is it trying to reveal to you? Okay, all right, Spirit, for the Aquarius collective. Okay, so another layer is being peeled. Another layer, right? And interesting that it is in Cancer, water sign, emotions, mother wound, right? Some of you guys may have been abandoned by your own mother. And that's where it started, the root. That's the first abandonment, right? And however way that is, it doesn't have to be. It could be whatever was your first abandonment, that you felt neglected, rejected, and abandonment. That wounding, that right there, that's still there, okay? So if you're attracting people that leaves you constantly, that abandons you constantly, that rejects you, okay, it's coming from this wounding. And this wounding, now that we know, we can heal it, right? We can heal it. We can do the meditations, the hypnosis, the affirmations. We can read the books. We can, it starts with being conscious and aware of it, right? Spirit, what is the main energy? We see round and round, going around and round on the same stuff. And Spirit is saying, no, it's time, the same cycle, the same pattern, attracting in the same kind of people. That on the outside, they seem like they're put together and they're fine, but they have, nowadays, let's be realistic. Nowadays, we're not going to be, it's getting harder and harder to, everyone's going to have, there's not going to be a person that's not going to have something, okay? So it's like, we're not trying to manifest a perfect person that doesn't have any flaws, okay? Realistically, if we're, we're open to holding space, right? Holding space for folks, as long as they are healing and they're doing the work and they're conscious and aware of their shadows and their woundings and the things that they need to, that could potentially create limiting beliefs and thoughts that's holding them back, right? From, achieving the goal of inner peace and happiness and aligning with the vibration of love and being open to love. It is quite sad how many people run from love as opposed to running towards it. I'm seeing that a lot, and it's like every single reading that I do. If you guys watched the full moon reading that I did, it's always the same message. Here's love coming in. Here's a potential for this, but then there's always that person rejecting it, not seeing it, missing it, because they're emotionally unavailable. Because they're feeling apathy, discontent, boredom, settling in their life, right? And that's what they're choosing, because that's what they believe. That's what they were taught. That's the conditioning. That's the programming. Spirit is like, get mad about it. Get annoyed about it. Get frustrated about it. Do something about it. Don't sit there under the tree with your arms crossed, feeling helpless and hopeless, giving up on love, giving up on this and that, and settling in your, you know, Spirit is to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Spirit, what is the main energy for Aquarius here? My friend told me, my other friend, not the one from yesterday, said, get angry. Does this make you angry? Get angry. You know, I don't get angry, but it's like, I get it. I get it. You know, I get that energy, that's the energy that gets folks moving, right? Why? Thank you, Spirit. We're holding on to that. I'm going to read that from the book. When you ask, you get the answers. I did a lot of asking, and that's why I got that breakdown and that breakthrough, because I've been asking lately, because I have been putting myself out there, right? I've been experiencing what's out there. I've been putting my toes in the water, which two of my friends said they're very proud of me about that, because ever since that devastating heartbreak and loss, I haven't really been, you know, my heart, until my heart was healed and open and ready to open up to love, I haven't really been interested. I've been just focused on myself, on my own growth, my own healing, my own journey, you know, you guys, and I haven't really, you know, yes, it's been manifesting love, but I haven't been doing anything about it as far as putting myself out there. But now that I'm putting myself out there, I'm getting to experience talking to different people and meeting new people and seeing where they are, right? Emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, just by talking to them and feeling their energy. And I'm not letting it discourage me, but there are people dealing with some stuff, you know. There are people harboring some stuff, suppressing some stuff within themselves, from the opposite sex or whatever I'm attracted to, and it's like so obvious, it's like so clear, and it's like, oh my God, it's been a while that I've been out there in the world, in the dating world, right? And it's like, whoo. It's like I teach love, and I teach people to come back to love, to bring love into the situation and see only love, you know? And it's like me being a teacher of love and getting to know people and seeing people and still holding on to my faith and my hope. These past few days have it's like, I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm not giving up on that. But it's like holding on by a thread with what I'm seeing out in the world with people. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? As an empath, as a healer, as a light worker, that's why I had the breakdown, because it just made me real sad. It just made me real sad. The emptiness and the shallowness and the superficiality and the you know, somebody said, I want to have this conversation with you guys. Somebody said, where is he? Somebody that I'm talking to and getting to know, his experience was, what was it that he said? I want to read it to you guys. Because in today's, he said, because in today's fast-paced society, many people blindly pursue short, quick thrills and love because they are looking for the loneliness of love. Few people actually stop to look at each other. Yeah, exactly what he said. This guy I'm talking to. But it's like, you know, it's interesting talking to people, and they clearly know and they clearly see, right, what's going on, and it's like hard to not feel sad. You know, as an empath, as a healer, you know, and it explains why so many readings, and now that I'm out there experiencing it and seeing it for myself, you know, makes sense to me. Of seeing in the readings, every single reading is the same message. It's the Spirit, the divine, guiding us back to love, guiding us back to love. Don't forget love. Align the vibration of love. Come out of your ego and into your higher self. It's so repetitive, round and round, same message. It's time for us to start asking questions, you know? All right, Spirit. What else for the Aquarius collective here? What else? This is full moon in Cancer. What is the message for the full moon in Cancer? Post full moon in Cancer. Message for the Aquarius collective. Spirit. No place like home. So a lot of you guys are hermiting, looking, trying to come back home to yourself, looking for that person, place, or thing that feels like home to you. Some of you guys are not wanting to leave the house right now. Again, with this whole feeling very discouraged, right? Probably waiting for the storm to pass, for everyone to start remembering the truth, and remembering that the only thing that's real is love, and remembering the truth, right? The truth is that you are a spirit having a physical, experience here on earth, but at the end of the day, it's your higher self, it's your spirit, it's your soul that comes first. That should be the deciding factor here. But we have time to go at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys are leaving home. Oh, wow. Look at that. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Look at that unfinished symphony. People leaving tabs open. Open-ended situations. Orphaned. Abandonment woundings all day. Abandonment issues. Okay, here we go. Time to go. This is what we're leaving behind, right? Could be some of you guys are leaving home or moving, trying to find that place that you feel, trying to find that home or that place with the help from the higher power here, trying to find that home or that place that you feel, accepted, whole and complete. Self-discovery, coming back home to yourself. And it started with this. Why? Why does this keep happening? Why do I keep attracting the same kind of people? Why, Spirit? Why does every single person that I've ever loved and cared about, why do they leave? Why do they keep leaving? Why do they keep running? Well, for one, they're not for you. What's for you will be for you. It won't pass you by. Right? And it's like until you can feel safe, content, and comfortable in your own skin, your own life, until you stop abandoning yourself, maybe, in however way that is, until you completely accept yourself. Because for us to be able to meet and attract and meet and find somebody that is meant for us, that's going to accept us completely, which is our goal, is to, because we're if you've been on the spiritual journey and you've been on the awakening journey, if you're watching this, most likely you have been, right? You will you will be considered unique, okay? You are unique anyway as an Aquarius, but your lifestyle is different. To you, it may seem fine and normal, right? But to outsiders, to people that's been so caught up in the 3D and the conditioning and the programming of the matrix, the superficial, empty, shallow stuff, right? To them, this is different. Your lifestyle is different. So it's like attracting in somebody that accepts you 100% for who you are and your beliefs and your lifestyle, and and is open-minded, right, to learn from you. You're open-minded to learn from them, so you guys can grow, evolve together, right? Because to some people, if you say, yeah, I talk to the angels and to spirit, and I am into the occult and the esoteric and the metaphysics, and I walk with crystals, and I sage, and I do these mantras, and I heal my chakras, and that can scare some people, right? Because to them that's like very different. To them, to some folks might call it bizarre and strange and weird and all of that, right? But it's like, not only that, like when you fully accept yourself the way you look, you know, your shadows, right? This is where the shadow work comes in. And you fully accept yourself and unconditionally love yourself, which comes with that whole Ho'oponopono self-love and self-forgiveness prayer, right? All of this stuff, accepting yourself as you are, and not always feeling like you have something to change or something to heal or something to work on. That's another revelation I got. When you do that, you're gonna attract more relaxed people, okay, that are going to really truly see you and really truly accept you for who you are, okay, as well. So again, they're mirroring back to you something. These people in your life, the runners, the ghosters, the folks that want you to change into who they are, into who they want you to be, they're mirroring something back to you about yourself that you may not be seeing, because maybe the time wasn't there or wasn't right for you to see it, right? I'm actually being called to pull from this deck here and this deck as well, and even this chakra deck. I've just been guided to this. I am going to tap into more of this. I want to read a couple of these from the book here, and I want to clarify a couple of these. It's like this. It's like the people that we're attracting in, they're not the only ones running. We're also running. We've done the running. We've run as well. From ourselves, from the we have rejected parts of ourselves here, you know, and it's like somewhere along the line, karmically, we have also left some tabs open, some unfinished stuff opened. I'm open to speaking to anyone from my past to get to closure, to close out the tabs, so they can move on and move forward with their life, right? I'm open to give them that. I've already got my own closure. I have a better understanding, more clear understanding of what went down, of what happened, where it all came from, you know? But sometimes the people that are the ones that, you know, abandoned and rejected and neglected us, they could potentially be in regret for doing that, the way that they did it. I should have handled things differently. I should have done this. I should have done that. They haven't gotten their closure, so they're still energetically tied to you because they're leaving open-ended stuff, right? These are people that leave open-ended stuff. Maybe it's so that they can come back one day. I didn't say goodbye, so it's not over, you know? And it's like, it's strange, the motives and the intentions of folks, right? Spirit, look at this, independence. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. It's the inner child healing from the childhood neglect and abandonment that you may have received, okay? All right, Spirit. What else here for the Aquarius Collective? Message for the Aquarius Collective, please. The post-full moon, striving, self-love. Eventually, the individual's ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. Sacral chakra, water element of flow. Woo! This is exactly what I said about being more relaxed, right? Being more relaxed, releasing the expectations. If you are dating again, going out on these dates without any, not expecting for it to go well, not expecting for it to go bad, not expecting anything at all. You know? It's like you're meeting new people, you're having fun. It's for funsies, right? There is no, it's flow. It's relaxed, okay? There isn't a striving to try to make something happen. You know, forcing things, right? We have self-love, Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Again with the inner child. Twice. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. So might want to do the Ho'oponopono prayer and guided meditation, the one by Sandra Rollis that I talk about all the time, which is super powerful on a regular basis. Okay, my loves, this is a very powerful message today. I'm feeling this on every level here. Let me get one more. Let me get one more here for the Aquarius Collective. True offering. True offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and the addictions that keep me from true offering. And we have body here. This is what some of you guys are starting to work on your outside appearance. That might help with your confidence as well. If you're it's all part of the self-love work. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. All right. So, okay, Spirit. Let me get before I go into this, I want to get a chakra. What chakra here is this full moon in Cancer, highlighting, activating, working on, that we're being asked to focus on right now. What chakra for the Aquarius Collective for this full moon in Cancer? Throat chakra. Heart chakra. Acceptance of the self. I just said that. Holy shit. Wow. Acceptance of the self. Let's read that first. It's time to rejuvenate myself by giving myself love. Self-love. I accept myself the way that I am. I just talked about this. And I remind myself that I cannot feel any better about life and how I feel about myself. I will not wait a moment longer to accept myself. I honor what my body is asking for. And I am sure, wow, and interesting that at the bottom of the deck, there's body. So I'm going to read that now. I honor what my body is asking for, and if I am unsure, I will ask myself, what can I do to be healthier and more balanced than I am now? Okay, Spirit wants you to take your self-love work and journey and that you've been doing and take it up a notch. Take it up a notch. With these new understandings and insight, focus your intention and attention on these specific things. There's a reprogramming that's taking place. I dwell upon all that is right in my life, not what is wrong. And I have gratitude. I was supposed to have this breakdown because I was supposed to share this with you guys, my family. Okay? Because this has been a thing for us, for Aquarius Collective, for a long time. The people we've been attracting in. You guys have had so much challenges when it comes to love, so much pain, so much grief, so much rejection. The thing we fear the most as Aquariuses, right, is rejection. And that seems the round and round and round and round, all that we've been, you know. And I did bring up in the last reading that somebody, one of the people that I was talking to, there's a few, you guys, on the shuffle. You know, I mean, I'm getting to know people here, right? It's interesting hearing what's going on in their minds, right? They said that they can't they keep running into Aquariuses, but they can't connect with Aquariuses emotionally. And that was only his one perspective, but it was interesting. You know, I was guided to this person was guided to tell me this, and I was guided to share with my Aquarius community, right? I accept my life as it is now, and I move forward from here. I dwell upon all that is right in my life, not what is wrong, and I have gratitude. I accept my life as it is now, and I move forward from here. Self-love and self-acceptance. I love that. I love that so much. It's actually reminding me of the there's a card, a self-acceptance card in here that keeps running through my mind's eye nonstop ever since I got this breakdown clarity here. Watch it be the last, or start from the back here. No, it wasn't it. Right here, self-acceptance. Self-acceptance. This is the message that I keep hearing in my mind's eye. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our oneness, dear divine. There's that. And let's read body, because we got a message from that card here, right? About our body, about listening to our body. I honor what my body is asking for. Show me, divine, how to love and fully care for this body. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting. Again, accepting ourselves, accepting my body as it is. Watch your self-talk. The universe hears it. Okay? The universe hears it. So we're being asked right now at this time to take our self-love work, switch it up, make the adjustments, add to it, right? Now that we're asking the questions, we have throat chakra. Connect with spirit. So throat, ear, nose, and throat. Ear and nose. So it's part of that, one of the clairs. So you can hear your messages, hear the divine, hear the angels trying to channel through you. When you hear Rita say, I heard, that's connected to throat chakra. That's Archangel Gabriel. I develop a quiet mind that allows me to tune in and get in touch with my higher self or my spirit. I listen to the guidance that is there waiting for me to hear. I'm open to the truth, and I welcome spiritual inspiration from others. I will benefit greatly by practicing meditation and stillness. I ask for inner guidance to assist me in getting more in touch with my spirit. I know that if I ask for guidance, it will be given. Wow. I asked. I asked from the heart. I asked why. And I got my answer. I got my answer. Why? And you could ask, sometimes we ask those questions from a victim consciousness, from a victim consciousness mindset. Why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep the same patterns, the same cycle, the same types of people? The wounded, the broken, the lost, the empty, the people with a hole in their soul. Why, Spirit, do I keep attracting them in? Yes, I'm a healer, right? You're a healer. You're an Aquarius star card, which means these people are drawn to you because you have this healing energy, this healing aura. But why am I attracted to them? Right? We know why they're attracted to you. Why are you attracted to them? Ask why. Why? What else, Spirit, for Aquarius here? Why? Orphaned. What is it? What are you asking Aquarius to look at? Wow. Rejection. Self-love. Let's go. Let's go, Spirit. Rejection. Orphaned. Rejection. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Let's read it. I like the messages from this book. It's not very long. It's like we're getting serious now, right? We're getting serious about this. It's so much is being revealed. Rejection. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. Okay? Use rejection to grow, expand, and build yourself. Feeling rejected can disconnect you from your heart and soul and immobilize you. Rather than buying into rejection, focus on how you can grow, learn, and improve from your experiences. If you're a writer and you sent your articles or a book to a publisher and they have rejected it, then try to hone your writing skills and then send your work out to several other publishers. This is what we were talking about. Get better, get mad, right? Get more empowered, then motivated and inspired. Turn this neglect, rejection, this what their people are calling ghosting nowadays, into empowerment, success, and purpose. If a person, which is very typical for Aquariuses, right? Aquariuses tend to, whenever they get their feelings hurt, they end up getting their PhD, right? There's a quote that says that, which I enjoy highly, because that has always been the case for me. Every single heartbreak, I come out of it bigger and better and stronger and more empowered and more successful and on the other side of it, you know. So if a person that you have feelings for or felt a deep love towards has rejected you, then work on healing your heart and recognizing that there is someone out there who is more suited for you, because every rejection is God's protection. You dodged a bullet, okay? But what did this person reflect and reveal back to you? Many people use rejection as an excuse to close down, become suspicious, guarded, and give up. Then they hurt and reject others. They hide behind rejection and never give themselves an opportunity to take a leap of faith and find their life calling and heal. By picking this card, you are being urged to hold yourself in a higher regard. Keep your heart open and trust that you have learned from your experiences and will not make the same mistakes again. Every single one of this rejection is trying to teach you something. It's trying to tell you something. It's trying to give you a message. Self-love, 24. Look at this freedom. Look at this freedom of opening up, loving yourself completely. Take time out to get to know yourself and what works for you in this particular cycle of your life. Some of the biggest obstacles to self-love are self-criticism and perfectionism, which leads to harsh judgment of the self, closing down, and eventually illness. Have you been trying to compete with others, get approval from people in your family, or simply pushing yourself too hard? If so, you need to soften and start listening to your body, again with the body. Focus on keeping your heart open and practice acknowledging and recognizing the good in yourself and others. This card beckons you to breathe love in and out of every moment of the day. Ask yourself, what changes do I need to make to my daily routine so that love can pulsate through every breath, action, and relationship I engage in? Choose to open your heart through softness, deep breathing, relaxation, movement, finding beauty in nature, in your home, in your pain, in your love, in your sadness, in prayer, etc. Keep your heart open, even though it makes you feel vulnerable and exposed. Exactly what I said. Find the beauty in the pain, in the sadness, in the loss. Find the gift. There's a treasure to be discovered. There's a hidden blessing. What an empowering message today, Spirit. I want to read the why card because this message is just so, important here. So important. Why, Spirit, why? This is where it starts. It starts with why. Starts with why. Motives, driving intention, the power of knowing the why. There is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intentions will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. Relationship message. We don't always know why we engage in our relationships in the way that we do. Mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Which, for Aquarius, we sometimes try to put logic into our feelings, right? Or try to figure our feelings out in a logical way. Now is the time to recognize whether you are being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? And why did I say that? And spend some time in introspection, the answer may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition, from the knowing deep within you. What does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved, miracles, and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met. Are the buried treasures of the why. Look at that. Are the buried treasures of the why. Wait. Let me read this again. I'm messing up the grammar here. Miracles and a deep understanding. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Okay, that's how that goes. Sorry, guys. Uncover. I'm moving too fast here. Uncover them by posing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today. Why? Why? Wow. Why do they keep leaving? Why do I always keep getting ghosted, abandoned, and rejected? Why can't I let go of the past, let go of these people, get my own closure? Why don't I feel safe? Why am I always seeking and searching? Why? Why? And then open up to receive the answer. Open up to receive the answer. I actually want to read this orphan card because I'm guided to by spirit. A sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, no place like home. Uncertain, looking for a belonging. I want to belong somewhere, right? Uncertainty about your place in the world, your place in someone's life, your place in this world, your place in people's lives. You know, we are all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island. And it's important to recognize when being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with the group or community the way you did before and need to find new situation. Time to go from those, right? You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of the pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. It's time to go. Time to go. Right? And it's like, interesting, because I said that. Not everyone will understand you. And I did say the self-acceptance, needing to understand that you are not like the rest. You're not meant to be. You're a star seed. You know? You're a star seed. Okay? You're a healer, a light worker, right? You're unique. You're different. Okay? And it's like the needing to accept that without trying to fit in or belong with where we don't fit. We don't fit. We're not meant to fit there. And the second you fully accept yourself, self-acceptance is heart chakra. So keep working on your heart chakra. Keep working on your sacral chakra. Keep working on your throat chakra. That's Brian Scott Meditations and Meditative Mind on YouTube. I'm actually going to hop in after this reading and do some work on my heart, on my sacral. And also, I found a couple of really nice, which you can look on YouTube on search, abandonment, woundings, healing guided meditation, and go to the ones you're guided to. I found a couple, and I'm going to start listening to them regularly. I'm also going to continue on with the Ho'oponopono one as well. Now that I know. Now I know the why. Now it was revealed to me. Right? Relationship message. As you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, not on the same page. So you feel left out, unable to get to that intimate place of safety and belonging. No place like home. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth it. It won't be worth the price. Wow, you guys. We already reached the hour. So it's time to go from that. It's time to come back home to yourself, to find your own place, your own sense of belonging. Okay, start with the whys. I hope that this message was able to, this message is for everyone. It really is. Even though this is an Aquarius reading, this message is for everyone. And I do hope that you guys, I'm sorry. I'm still releasing. It's such a relief to know the why. And I do hope this message gave that to you. Helped you to feel seen and heard, understood and validated. I hope that it provided you the clarity, the understanding, the healing and the insight. Hopefully it answered your why for you. If you guys would like to reach out to me to get your own personal session, the information to that will be in the description box below. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. It does help the channel to grow, and it does help this message to reach those that need it. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless you. Namaste. Much love.